Hey gang, it's me, Dr. Steve, and I'm coming to you from beautiful Brasilia, the capital city of Brazil. I'm here for the very first ever Association of Classical and Christian Schools conference in Brazil. You may not know this, but classical Christian education is absolutely exploding throughout this wonderful and beautiful nation in the forms of both classical schooling, formal schooling, and homeschooling. Homeschooling is huge in Brazil, even though technically it's illegal. The federal government doesn't allow for it, but conservative parents could care less. They're raising their children in the fear and the admonition of the Lord in this amazing classical education renaissance, really the most amazing classical education renaissance we've ever seen. But that said, my heart is always with you back at home in the United States. And like I said, I don't know what it is, but every single time I go out of the country, it just happened a couple of weeks ago with the Calais decision when I was in Bucharest, something always astonishing ends up happening. And this latest international trip is no exception. Something massive just happened in the bluest of blue states of California. So last night, the state that was supposed to be the permanent, unassailable fortress of the Democrat Party forever and ever in perpetuity shook. And I mean shook. I'm not talking about a standard California earthquake. We're talking about a political earthquake. What happened in California's jungle primaries yesterday is not just a local story. It really is a national earthquake, a political tremor that promises to ripple all the way to the midterm elections in November. And if Democrats aren't panicking now, they absolutely should be. So let's start with the California governor's race, the primary that they had there. Now remember, this was a jungle primary. So all candidates from all parties run on the same ballot and the top two advance, right? And for weeks now, the Democrat establishment, they were banking on burying the Republican Steve Hilton of Fox News. If you don't know, Steve Hilton's actually I believe he has dual citizenship with the UK and the United States. He was once part of David Cameron's government in the UK, Fox News host. A lot of you know him by that. He was a big supporter of Brexit at the time. But the Democrats were banking on him coming in third behind their two most popular Democrats who would then have a face-off in November. That plan just literally blew up in their faces. With over 60% of the vote counted, Hilton came out on top. Hilton is in the lead. A Republican is in the lead with votes still being counted, admittedly so, to California's everlasting shame. I mean, keep in mind, California is literally worse than a third world nation in counting ballots. They'll be technically counting ballots until July, early July, as I understand, which is, of course, utterly insane. And we have studies that find that whenever you have these prolonged countings that go way beyond Election day, 99% of the time, it's the Democrat who benefits. It's the Democrat who wins. But as of this morning, Hilton was in first place, leading the pack with approximately 28% of the vote. He's ahead of Democrat Javier Becerra. He's coming in around 25%. And then the other Democrat, Tom Steyer, the billionaire who spent a fortune only to just limp in third at roughly 20%. So Republican is now officially leading the race to become the next governor of California. Now, of course, Steve Hilton is going to have to go toe-to-toe with, it looks like, Becerra, the Democrat. And, that's going to be difficult given that Democrat voter registration advantage in California is like 2-1. But that said, take a look at this map. If I asked you, which team do you think dominates California politics? You, of course, would say without question the red team, right? By far. California's Republican turnout yesterday was absolutely astonishing. California turnout so far, get this, it is 12% redder than it was 4 years ago in 2022. Let that hit you. It's 12% redder than it was 4 years ago in 2022, which is absolutely insane when you consider that this is supposed to be the year of a massive blue wave, and the fact that Republicans are doing better than the 2022 Biden midterm, when GOP turnout was already very, very high. We got control of Congress. And you could see it most starkly in the recent voter registration tally. I mean, take a look at this. This is from Los Angeles County. This is insane. Republicans have out-registered Democrats by over 100,000 voters. It's 10-1. In the month of May alone, Republicans registered 138,000 voters, all the while the Democrats registered just 10,000. And that is at least in part why we saw not one, but two political earthquakes as of yesterday. And you guys know exactly the earthquake I'm talking about here. And that's the one that just happened in LA. The astonishing success of political outsider Spencer Pratt. He just forced a runoff against the ultra feckless, incompetent Mayor Karen Bass. Well, I shouldn't even say she's incompetent. She's doing exactly what a Marxist is supposed to do, and that's destroy the country. Her little part is to destroy the second or third most populous city in the country. Spencer Pratt's own home burned down in the Palisades fire. He watched city leadership fail catastrophically. And instead of just tweeting about it, he actually decided to do something about it. He took action. So he ran for mayor, and he didn't just run. He redefined California primaries by putting out the single best political ads ever. I mean, he's garnered so much attention, so much enthusiasm among the Los Angeles electorate that he was able to come within single digits of the incumbent Mayor Karen Bass. So right now, again, as of the making of this video, with nearly half the votes counted, Bass is around 36-37%. And Spencer Pratt is at 30%. So Bass and Pratt are headed for a head-to-head November runoff. Pratt has already declared he's ready to debate Karen Bass one-on-one. As many times as she'll actually show up, she probably won't even take she won't even share the same stage with him because he'll crush her so badly. His campaign is running on common sense, not partisan tribalism, and that may be precisely why he's winning over Democrats, independents, and then, of course, Republicans alike.
But first, right now, an estimated 31 million Americans are taking GLP-1 medications like Ozempic and Wegovy, but as more people start using them, more concerns are starting to surface as well. In just the past few months alone, lawsuits tied to these drugs have nearly doubled in the United States, jumping from around 2,000 cases at the beginning of the year to nearly 4,000 today. I mean, look at these celebrities who succumbed to what's called Ozempic face. That doesn't look like the picture of health to me. Now, some of these side effects can be much more serious, including stomach paralysis, organ death, anxiety, depression, and sudden vision loss. Some people are even reportedly dying. For many people, weight gain may have less to do with willpower and more to do with what's happening in your gut. Researchers are learning more every year about how much the gut microbiome impacts things like cravings, bloating, inflammation, digestion, mood, energy levels, and long-term weight management. So instead of simply slowing the digestive system down, many people are now looking for ways to actually support their gut naturally. And that's one reason kimchi has gotten so much attention of late. Kimchi has 900 plus beneficial probiotics that help support digestion, reduce bloating, improve regularity, and promote a healthier gut environment naturally. Some studies have even pointed to kimchi's remarkable ability to support healthy body composition. In one preclinical study, researchers observed body fat reductions of up to 31.8%. Now, the problem is that most people simply aren't eating enough kimchi consistently to see meaningful results. So that's why Brightcore created Kimchi 1 with over 900 plus strains of beneficial bacteria that deliver all the benefits of real kimchi in convenient capsules. No taste, no smell, non-GMO, and 100% made right here in the USA. Today, you can try Kimchi 1 by clicking the link below for 25% off your order, or for the best deal available, call my friends at Brightcore for up to 50% off plus free shipping. Give them a call now at 888-597-0233. That's 888-597-0233.
Now, again, I don't want to minimize how hard this is going to be for both Hilton and Pratt. Right? When all is said and done, as I mentioned, registered Democrats outnumber registered Republicans in California nearly 2-1. The coastal regions are the most populous regions in California. So this is going to be a very real uphill battle for the both of them, regardless of how red the California map looks. But that said, the real significance of what happened yesterday really is all about Republican turnout. And it was massive. GOP turnout was 12% higher than it was in 2022 when we won back control of Congress. That was the last big massive, well, outside of a presidential election, 2024. In Orange County, Republicans were up by 10,000 ballots. In San Diego, Republicans were running at nearly double the Democrat turnout rate. This is unprecedented. This is a political realignment happening in real time. And again, we didn't just see it in California. There were primaries all over the country yesterday, and one in particular in Iowa. And the Republican turnout dwarfed 2022. It's huge. And again, we got a preview of that with the voter registrations. I don't know if you've seen this, but California GOP voter registration is up 14% since 2022, while Democrat voter registration has been relatively stagnant. It's very inert. And again, that's across the board nationally. We've been talking about this a lot on this channel. So if you haven't been with us, make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button, because how Rush used to say it, we're on the cutting edge of societal evolution here. In all 30 states that register voters by party, the Republicans have been crushing the Democrats in 30 out of 30 states. And yesterday we got a taste of the fruit of that registration discrepancy. And this shift is happening even in, the most blue of blue places like Beverly Hills, even among young voters. Young voters are shifting en masse to the Republican Party. Historically deep blue demographics are moving Republican by double digits. Now let's zoom out. What does all of this mean for the midterms? Take a look at the latest generic ballot poll taken by Marquette. I mean, seriously, look at this. Democrats are ahead by just 1 point among registered voters. 1 point. That's statistically a dead heat. The generic ballot is the single best early predictor of which party controls Congress. And with Republican enthusiasm surging, with Republican voter registrations absolutely shifting over to their side, and California becoming competitive. All of those factors mean that the electoral map is expanding for the GOP. Democrats can no longer just play defense in like swing states or toss-up seats. They have to now actually spend money in California. And every dollar they spend defending Karen Bass in LA is a dollar they can't spend defending seats in Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Georgia. So here's the bottom line when all said and done. What just happened in California is not just about Spencer Pratt. It's not just about Steve Hilton, for that matter. It's something much bigger. The people of the most progressive state in the nation are rejecting what 30 years of one-party Democrat rule has done to them, has done to their streets, has done to their schools, has done to their safety, has done to their cities. The wildfires, the rampant homelessness crisis, the fentanyl epidemic, the cost of living, voters are connecting, finally, those failures directly to the Democrats who have governed California without opposition for a generation. And now it really does look as if a real viable opposition has arrived. Make no mistake, this is a political earthquake, and the aftershocks are just beginning. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section below. And as always, make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button for breaking news and analysis you're not going to get anywhere else. Love you guys. God bless.
Gang, you shouldn't have to wonder what's really going on. Every Monday night, I go live with courageous patriots just like you for an uncensored Q&A. You bring your toughest questions, and I give you straight answers. No filters, no corporate handlers, just you and me and the truth. Scan the QR code and jump into the Courageous Patriot Club, and I'll see you this Monday night.